I've had several questions about what to do if you are questioning the bearing when you're using a compass orienteering out in the woods. It's still not warming up, but as spring gets closer, I'm really just encouraging people to revisit orienteering and make sure that you're comfortable with it, because I know I use it all the time when I'm backpacking or hiking or sailing or canoeing or whatever it is. I'm certainly orienteering to get there and back safely. This is one of my favorite compasses, and I'm going to use this to show you what do you do when you're questioning that bearing. Is your compass lying, or are you going in the wrong direction? Let's just use this compass. Now you can tell this thing has been around a little bit. It's got the bubble in there. It still works fine, as long as you're aware of that. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to point this in that direction because that's the sort of direction I want to walk. And we're going to turn this and put red Fred in the shed. Okay, so the red arrows, one goes inside the other. Now that, when we turn it, gives us this direction, and this is going to be 72 degrees is going to be our heading, our bearing. So we're going to pop this up here as our starting and ending point. And now I'm going to take this compass and going to turn it until red Fred's in the shed. Now we're going to look down our direction of travel arrow. And that is right in the middle of the screen. It's that etched line in the middle of the mirror. And we're going to look that direction, and we're going to walk towards that thing that's in that direction. And so we're going to look at that big tall tree and walk there. So here it is. There's the tree. So how can we tell that we're still going in the right direction? Let's say this was a half a mile. Let's say you're in the desert Southwest, like where I worked for 3 years, and you can look back 5 miles. Let's say you're in the Boundary Waters and can look across a lake. There's a lot of places, even you get on a ridge, you go down, you come back up, and you can see the fire tower, the big tree, the rock outcropping that was where you started or close to it, or oh, that was, another half mile down that other trail, something like that. You may have a reference point, right? And so you can kind of test yourself and see if you're going the same direction by doing this exact thing. So we get here to this space, this tree, which is representing one of those situations. And now we want to see, are we still on track? This is the direction we were traveling to get to this tree. And now we're just going to spin around and put the black arrow in the shed. Okay. And look down our direction of travel. And oh my goodness, there is our bag. So it's really that simple. Now, another skill that really helps to keep in mind, that's just so simple that people forget it, is just looking behind you. Just look behind as you're going down a trail. You turn down a new trail, look behind. What does that intersection look like from the other way, right? What is it going to look like when you're coming back? And so make that habit of just looking over your shoulder and seeing where you came from, so you'll recognize it when you're coming back. So that is step one. And this is the second thing that you're going to do to just double check yourself. Make sure you're on a straight line. And if you're not, right, for example, let's say I'm over here. Now I go back to this. I have my black in the red, black arrow in the red. I just flipped it around. I look up and I go, that's not over there. I came from there. So if I move this over here, I'm just going to point further away. So I know I need to step back in line here, and I just keep lining these up. You really can't see this, but you're gonna see when these arrows are lined up, you're gonna slowly come back into that line. And that is going to give you a lot more confidence out there, just to be able to check yourself. It's so simple that a lot of people don't even think about it. So try it out next time you're outside. Now, if you are interested in orienteering, check out the playlist up here. YouTube thinks that you're going to love this video, so I would also check that out. I do a ton of videos about sailing small sailboats, orienteering, rappelling, all sorts of things outside. So if you are looking to build your confidence and skills and abilities, consider subscribing, and for sure, like this video. Thank you.